faith is required. Someone asked this question of the Buddha, quote, "It is quite possible to live without faith. I am proof of that statement. I live a life which does no one any harm, and which no one can point an accusing finger at. This being the case, why do I have to have faith?" Close quote. This is a good question. A good question deserves a good answer. But rather than giving a crushing logical refutation to this question, the Buddha told a simple, easy-to-understand story. Once there was a hawk. During the fall months, it captured insects and frogs and hid them in preparation for winter. Since this hawk was not very intelligent, it used a cloud as a landmark to locate the hiding place. "If I come to this tree located under that round-shaped cloud," it thought, "I will be able to find my store of food for the winter." When winter came, the hawk went looking for the cloud under which it thought its store was located. Since clouds do not stay in one place, however, the hawk could not find the store, and it went hungry. Do you understand what the Buddha meant with this story? His point was that if you base your life on something that is impermanent, your life will be a failure. But it seems as if everything we rely upon in life changes. Our physical body, it becomes ill and injured. It becomes old and senile. Wealth, it may increase, but it may also decrease. Family, unfortunately, they collectively suffer the same fate as our bodies individually. Science cannot replace religion. There are those who believe that if science continues to advance, there will be less need of religion. They look with wonder at the constant progress of science and technology and feel that the time will come when everything will be capable of being understood in scientific terms. They thus find it easy to conclude that since even the finest instruments are not able to detect it, there cannot be a Buddha or a world of reality, the Pure Land. However, this point of view can quickly be shown to be false. Those who believe that science can explain everything still have the problem of stubborn parents, disobedient children, or that they do not enjoy their work. Science will not help their indignation when they hear about things such as the Watergate affair or the inhumanity of the atomic bomb. All these problems are outside the sphere of science. It is impossible for science and religion to encroach the area of the other. Arthur Rubinstein is probably the world's greatest pianist, and George Foreman the world's greatest boxer. That was in 1973. But it would be meaningless to put them in competition with each other to determine who is greater. However, our life is based on religious consciousness, the world of the heart. Have you ever been tormented by the law of gravity, or the law that governs the refraction of light? Suffering arises because a person's joy and anger, his grief and pleasure have no connection with science. A true scientist is very much aware of this. Hideki Yukawa, who was a Nobel Prize winner in physics, said, "A scientist who believes that science is all there is not a first-rate scientist." Is it correct to say that something does not exist simply because it cannot be seen with our eyes and cannot be measured with the most precise instruments? Can we say that because love cannot be measured, that therefore it does not exist? No. When love is expressed, it represents an act which can be seen and move those who see it. Although the Buddha, the Buddha's desire, which is the causal vow, and the Buddha's world, or the Pure Land, cannot be seen with human eyes, they exist. They exist in my heart. They are expressed in my faith, which moves me, and this can not only be seen, but have great influence. The characters in children's cartoons on television make use of the most advanced sort of technology. A rocket ship is as commonplace a device as an automobile is today. Every convenience is available by merely pushing a button. But the most used devices in these cartoons are the atomic ray guns to fight superhuman monsters and other enemies. In these cartoons, with their far-out characters, good is clearly pitted against evil. They symbolically demonstrate that even in the most scientifically advanced society that we can conceive, hostility, injustice, anxiety, and all the problems that we are confronted with today will still be with us. If anything, they will be magnified because of the technological advances. Rather than a pistol bullet, we must contend with a death ray. Rather than a dynamite blast, an atomic explosion. The fact that we will be dead in either case is small consolation. This is indeed something for us all to ponder.